May was Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month, and this year I was invited to give a talk on my own Asian American experience. So it's time to hop on a plane and head east. This is a runner's weekend in New York City.
Yo, what's going on? Just made it to New York City last night, and right now it is a little bit before 9 a.m. in New York City, Times Square. I'm here for a very short trip, so let's get going. First stop, a group run in Central Park. So today is also going to be a little bit busy of a day. I'm not sure if we're going to have to change the route that I had planned for today because we've got Bike the Five Boroughs going on right now too. Made it to southwest corner of the park by Columbus Circle. I think there's some people already here. How are ya?
How are you doing?
How's it going? Simon, nice to meet you.
Nice.
Josh? Kenny? Ram? Lillian, hi, how are you? We met before, right?
Yes,
that's right. Hey, how's it going?
Good.
Neil? Hey, how's it going? I think so. All right, thanks for coming out, guys. Awesome, great job. Thanks for having us. Thanks, man. Thanks for coming, everybody. It was a lot of fun. Good to see everybody. Awesome. I really love having a group of that size. I think that's kind of like my favorite size to run with, like less than 50 people, because that way I get to spend time with everybody. I get to chat with everyone. A really great time meeting all of you who came out. Now, I'm getting really cold, so I'm gonna run back to the hotel, get showered up, and get some food. All cleaned up after the run now. I'm starving, so let's go and head over, not far from here, get some Korean food.
One time at the Eugene airport, Dina Castor asked me what my favorite kind of food is, and I told her Korean Chinese food. It's not authentic Chinese food per se, but kind of like spaghetti and meatballs isn't exactly Italian. My favorite dish, jjajangmyun, is a Korean take on a Chinese favorite. And while it culinarily may be closer to spag bowl, culturally, it's kind of more like fettuccine alfredo. It's basically kids' food that adults eat. Something you could probably make at home, but you usually order at a restaurant. It's comforting and it's filling and it tastes like home, which for me is suburban New Jersey in the 90s.
All right, really tasty. Now, I'm gonna go back to my hotel room, work on my speech for tomorrow a little bit, and then get ready to meet my sister, who I'm gonna have to take a train to get to her house. Here in Grand Central. It's one of the most beautiful train stations in the world. Glorious in here. Now I'm looking for platform 19. One of my fears when taking commuter rail is that like sometimes the train is longer than the platform, and I worry that I'll have to like jump between train cars to get off, but I got off. I was fine. I didn't have to do any transferring on this one. Now I gotta find my sister.
My sister picked me up in her new car that has a giant screen that they use to watch YouTube videos. Her kids are the ones who sent me this great message after the London Marathon.
It's so funny.
My sister knows the food I miss most from the East Coast, so whenever I visit, we get pizza. She took me to a place that has a traditional pizza oven that they use to make non-traditional pies. Mine had Brussels sprouts, ricotta, and balsamic reduction. Good morning. It is about 10:30 in the morning on a Monday here in New York. Just checked out of the hotel and I'm gonna head over to give my talk today. Now I was going to go for a run this morning and I was really looking forward to it, but I'm actually getting a little bit nervous about this talk. So I spent the extra time to just lay in bed, relax, prepare a little bit more for what my remarks would be. It sounds so fancy when I call them remarks, or when I refer to it as a speaking engagement, but I think I have just enough time right now so I can get a cup of coffee and walk the few blocks over to where my speaking engagement is. And then I'll probably not drink much of the coffee and just pitch it anyway, and then we're gonna head inside. The company I would be speaking at was on a high floor of a brand new building in Manhattan, with floor-to-ceiling windows and 360-degree views. It was absolutely spectacular. They put me in a conference room to prepare for a few minutes while the audience started to arrive, and I looked over my notes one last time. I was scheduled for 30 minutes and then a Q&A session afterwards, and I wanted to be able to deliver the entire talk without looking at any notes. I don't know if you've ever had to memorize a 30-minute talk before, but it's just kind of a lot of text, so I was really nervous about it.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for having me here. I'm very honored to be able to speak about Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month in front of you guys. I understand that a lot of you are runners and are getting ready for the New York, or will be getting ready for the New York Marathon soon, so that's exciting to hear, especially as new people are getting into the sport. But today I want to talk a little bit about...
The theme for my talk was Take the Selfie. I talked about how I love taking selfies now, but I didn't always. Growing up, I actively avoided having my picture taken, and a lot of that was because of the Japanese tourist trope that was so prevalent at the time. I didn't want to be seen as living up to that stereotype, and I basically just wanted to be invisible in public. Better to be unseen and overlooked than to be seen and mocked. But as much as I didn't want to, I couldn't help but fall in love with cameras. I took a photography class in college, and I was an early adopter of digital cameras. And eventually, I started vlogging, which then pivoted into this YouTube channel. But along the way, I couldn't help but notice that the hostility that drove the Japanese tourist trope still exists today. And while there are certainly race-neutral reasons to dislike certain trends in modern popular photography, whenever I hear anyone complaining about selfies or about how selfie sticks need to be banned, I can't help but feel it's a thinly veiled warning for Asian people to take up less space. But unlike how I responded when I was a child, I'm not going to hide anymore. I'm going to take up the space. I'm going to take the selfie. And I think you should too. You deserve to be here too. Okay.
It was really nice.
Talk complete. I thought it went really well. I remembered everything that I was going to say. I didn't have to refer to my notes a single time, so I'm very proud of myself for that. I felt like the crowd was engaged. There was a good number of people there from the company, and they had a lot of really great questions afterwards, and fun questions too. So I had a fantastic time talking to WP Carey. Thank you for bringing me out here. It was a pleasure to talk to you guys, and good luck as you guys get ready for the New York Marathon. Now, I gotta go pick up my bag. It's time to head home.
I know sometimes life can be tough, and you feel like you just had enough. When you're thinking gone wrong. Just remember that I'm here to cheer you on. Yeah, I wanna pick you up from the ground, let you know that I'm always around. 'Cause I know we can make it, yes we can make it if we try. Keep on the